and excited to see you tonight. We hope, me and Anelia, that you had a great and fruitful time in St. Charles, as you already told us. So welcome to the second session of the Global Membership Approach, which is Build a Vision. In this session, we will analyze your district's current situation and review Mission 1.5 targets. Next slide, please. In today's meeting, we will create a vision for of our districts by examining our district's achievements and areas of development. We will review Mission 1.5 targets, and we will plan the next steps in this program. But the most important part of today's meeting is you as a part of your team. We will talk about your team. Only with the participation of all we can succeed. Next slide, please. So, global membership approach has 4 steps. As you already know, build a team, build a vision, build a plan, and build success. This plan can be shaped by you to best fit to your district. You will build your district's vision your way. Today we will be diving into the second step of the process, build a vision. As part of this step, we will be reviewing the district membership trends. We will analyze the needs of our districts, and we will review our Mission 1.5 targets to help focus the direction for the year to come. Next slide, please. Let's start by talking about our own expectations as lions and the lion leaders. I will need your help to give answers to these 3 questions on the slide. We will start with the first. What do lions and club officers expect from their district governor team? Who wants to break the ice? Maya?
What do Lions and club officers expect from their district governor team? They expect a teamwork, support in their roles in any way their role require, be it the training, be it communication support, feedback, discussing the feedback and adjusting approach along the way. I think that they expect, if they're properly chosen, guidance and delegation, delegation and guidance and rechecking regarding the targets that has been set, provided that each club officers, when they were selected, they were approached with expectations, with certain targets to achieve, and they agreed on that.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Another opinion? Vlado?
Oh, excuse me. I was not very careful. You were asking about lions and clubs officers.
Lions and club officers, yes.
Completely different thing. I wasn't paying attention.
I think first attention and support.
Attention, yeah.
The problem is that sometimes some clubs in our area, they they act like they don't need district. They're not connected enough with district. And I asked myself many times, what is the reason? And we cannot say that reason is in clubs or the reason is in district. And my intention is that all GAT members should come down to the clubs, not only to events, but to zone meetings. And maybe I plan to do some working meetings with clubs together in one zone, but together with the GAT team. That means not just celebrating the success, but talking about issues we have to solve.
In this section, we will see that sometime we will speak about the SWOT analysis, and this SWOT analysis must be done from the clubs. You need to start from the clubs with this SWOT analysis, because Lions members know very well what's happening, in their clubs, and you should start from there. Very good point. Sandu?
I think that the district governor team has to change what was bad in your district in the couple of years which had passed. And you have to maintain what was very well done. And you have to lead by example, your example and your team example. I wanted to change some things. One of them is to promote some guys which are younger. I already told them to St. Charles that I have a Leo chairperson, which will be this year GST. He was very enthusiastic, and he will change the service in our district. And the problem is our district became larger and larger as single district, and it's a large area. So the problem is to control all this large area. We have 84 clubs in this area, and it's very difficult for the district governor team to touch every club from this area in one single year. So I propose to the leaders of this nice organization to start to all what we can to transform our single district in the multiple district. We don't have yet the number which we have to have for a multiple district, but I think that going in these directions as it was developed in the last 2 or 3 years, I think that we can reach 2,000 members of Lions in the year which come in my year, and maybe we could start all the delegations for making a multiple district.
But regarding this idea of yours of a multiple district, do you think that Lions and club officers, clubs, do they want a multiple district?
I'm sure
Okay.
the most of them.
Okay, thank you. We will go to the second, thank you all. We will go to the second question. What do Lions and club officers expect from their zone chairperson? Who wants to answer?
Well, I think first coordination and initiative to make common actions of more zone clubs.
Maya?
Also, coordination between clubs. Our clubs are usually, the zones are structured in a way that we have two smaller clubs together with two stronger clubs with more members, so they can support each other in the service, promoting the service and sharing experience. And they also expect proper communication from the district level down and from the club level up to the district, meaning any concern or any idea that they may want to share with the district, they expect to be delivered through their zone chairperson and region if we do have it. But on the first question, if I may answer it properly now, because I read it when you called my name, I wasn't reading it. We have another problem that our different from Romania and Slovenia, because we had a strong leader in the past years. The clubs were somehow used to get instructions and what to do, how to do it, and the way that they were developed, they don't understand that Lionistic pyramid is upside down. So after the change that we've been through and we lost a lot of members, now our main goal and one of the goals for my year is to go club to club and explain that what is the role of the club and that the club is the basis of Lions and the district is someone who is there only to help and support, promote, lead, and teach.
Okay. Okay. Nino, how is in Georgia?
I think that zone chairperson is one of the main persons because you know that we are not a district, but we have zone chairpersons, and these are people who well known the problems of in whole of the problem of the Lionism and all clubs from these zones. They expect to have a very educated and well-known person who will teach them how to manage their clubs, how to make new kind of ideas, and how to bring their ideas to district and to make them more active. And the role of zone chairpersons is great in our country. So we have two zone chairpersons and I think that if they become more active, it will be very good for these zones. And I'm very happy that many young people are now involved in new clubs. And these young people, they have a very interesting ideas, which is possible to share between these clubs and to make these two zones more close to each other and do a very good things according the new clubs. I am very happy that now in Georgia one new Leo club will be opened. When Patty Hill visited our country, she met these young people, and now they will do their new Leo club. And I think that it will be one of the eastern part of our zone. And so they will say their new voices in the work of clubs.
Thank you, Nino. Actually, this position of zone chairperson is very important in the district cabinet. Very, very important. And this zone chairperson need to be a representative one for the clubs, not for the district governor. So I believe that clubs should elect a zone chairperson and to propose to the future district governor this position, because if they elect a representative one, this could have more impact, and the connection between clubs and the district cabinet will be the best. So we will go to the third question. What do we expect of Lions clubs? So what we are expecting from our Lions clubs. Lado?
Well, when we are talking about membership, we should expect them to gain as many as possible new members, but also to retain old members. For this, I want to promote a mentorship program who is now not actually active in Slovenia. And because of that, I'm planning to make some kind of pilot project about mentorship program in 2 or 3 clubs. And because I know that all new members wants to be active, wants to be seen, wants to be valued, and we have to give them a chance to be active, to do something. So new presidents, my focus will be that new presidents will take care about new members and to help them to make new projects, new projects, new activities.
Thank you. Anyone else? I'm very...
Some words, okay, about the Lions clubs. First of all, what we expect now from our Lions clubs. There are some members who leave our country, or they don't want to be Lions, and now we're working according the not program, but with Lions clubs to remove these members and to replace them with the new members. And it is very important that all clubs understand how important to have a very active members, and they are trying to do it very, very soon. And Anelia, you are helping us to do this, and thank you very much. And now one of the first line of our Lions clubs is to make their clubs more active and to replace them with the very active members. Okay.
Thank you.
So
Sandu?
May I?
Sorry?
May I?
Yeah.
We have quite active clubs, but we struggle with reporting service. That's they do great service. They don't want to go through the new portal and report it. And being a provisional district, we cannot have a district administrator who would gather all the information and do this. So that's one of the challenges. Otherwise, we do want them to carry on with excellent service. Of course, growing membership, this is not that easy in our country, because there is, first of all, strong competition, not many people around, and economic situation is not very promising. But I will try to find a way to make more online clubs, which reduce, the cost of having meetings in the spaces, and bring new members, younger members for this time. And of course, we all expect that clients have fun doing service, because that's what motivates them to stay and to attract their friends.
Let's hear about District Governor Malgorzata Murava. I see that you raised hand. Good evening, Malgorza. We have a district governor in terms.
I'm sorry that I'm still the old one, district governor, and we are talking about future. But I would like to share my experience and my point of view, because what we achieved this year during my cadency, we achieved the teamwork. And this is very important for first and second vice president governors to have support from the district governor and to work together and to understand what the role of clubs, of governors and zone chairperson are. And I think that we in my year and in our year, because I always say that I'm only for 1 year, I'm just ordinary governor, and my role is to serve clubs and lions to understand and to do their work as profitable as possible.
Okay.
And I think the last sentence is to encourage clubs to share their experience and to work together in zone area, for example, or between different parts of countries. But it's really it's a miracle when clubs are trying to work together.
Thank you, Malgorzata.
So, thank you and good luck.
So we will go further because the time is running. The next slide, please. 5 years from now, if a former member called to inquire about your district, what would you like to tell them about changes for the better that have been made? How have those changes been shared across the district? To summarize, what would you like your future district to do that's different from today? I will ask Sandu to give the answer, but a little bit shorter, please, from now on.
Yes, of course. This is one of my main targets for the year which I will lead this district. So I'm very convinced that the District 124 Romania will become in 5 years for sure, but maybe earlier it will become a multiple district. We are very close to this, and the problem is to make this district earlier multiple district than 5 years. If it will be possible to make multiple district, I think that membership, of course, in our district will be much more better, because all the white zones of our district will be fulfilled with a lot of Lions clubs.
Thank you, Sandu. Vlado, in 5 years, where your district will be? What will change?
Well,
One thing. One thing. Yes.
Okay.
What will change?
Every cabinet member will have a chance to build a team if he needs a team, also with non-Lions members. For somebody who for blind and vision. Maybe he can involve in team somebody from non-government agency or something like that. And I wish that every member of the cabinet at the end of his year should make a report with all his experiences and with somehow what he wants to say for his successors, and maybe also to say who can be his successor.
Okay.
That is just one thing. I have many more.
Okay. One thing, because we don't have too much time. Maya, in 5 years,
More members,
More members.
younger members,
young
better
members. Very
service and
good.
better recognition
Very
in
good.
the society.
Very good. Thank you, Maya. Nino 1 and Nino 2. let's hear Nino 2.
More members, dear
More
friends, more
members.
members.
More members. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Nino Kararadze, in
Yes,
5 years.
I think it will be very good to give them to have a very good to show what a good connection you have between the zone, between the all club members, and to show them so how many things is done. I think electronically and with some new kind of announcements to show them, to tell about all kind of success what you have in your district.
Thank you, Nino. Nikolai, good evening. What will change in 5 years from now?
Hello, I missed the first part of the meeting. I'm sorry for that.
Not a problem.
Coming late.
What will change in your district in 5 years from now? Only one word, only one idea.
Maybe to stable active members and to improve the, I don't know, give me 1 minute, please.
Okay. I will salute PDG Drazen Melcic. Good evening, Drazen. What will change in Croatia in 5 years from now?
Well, I see nobody from Croatia is here. No vice district governor, so I can easily talk.
only one thing.
I think I agree with Maya, who said that more and younger members. This would
More
be
and
the goal.
younger
More members, and with the new members, everything else comes, which is good for Lions. New ideas, new energy, new
Yes.
activities, new service. So I think this is the prerogative for any kind of development. More members, and this is also along with our mission 1.5.
Thank you so much,
I
Draž.
would suggest try to get more members, and everything will not go for itself, but it's the easiest way to develop the district. Yeah.
I think 5 years from now, regatta in Croatia will be there also.
I hope, yeah. This
I'm
year we had 44 cruise. We are closing to the record of 2019 before Corona, when we had 50 cruise. We were there, I think.
Yeah.
I hope you come next year again. Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
Anelia is coming. We have first time 2 crews from Bulgaria. We have 2 crews from Malta. Okay, I don't want to take your time. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Next slide, please.
Of course.
If you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got. So changes are mandatory for progress, for improving motivation, for getting new ways for service, and serving more people in need. Next slide, please. Why do we need more members? As part of a district strategic plan, you have access to different reports and data online portal on the section reports and insights, and you need to be familiarized with them. There you can look at the performance of your districts. On membership reports, you have the district goals and mission 1.5 targets. I'm sure that all of you know about this. Another tab, you have the 5-year membership trend report, which shows key metrics over the past 5 years, including new and dropped members and clubs also. And if you are not very happy with these trends, definitely it's time to make your change. Then you have the service activity, as we talked already. The service activity tab, where you can see the district service totals, which remind us why we are focusing our efforts on membership. Imagine if we were able to serve more people this year compared to the last year. What kind of impact could we make in our communities? Next slide, please. Recognizing the truth about ourselves is the starting point of all change. So let's get started. Next slide. So, Mission 1.5 targets. Mission 1.5 membership growth targets are developed for each district by executive officers in collaboration with GAT area leaders. The established targets have been defined as a minimum commitment, but can be increased to best fit the membership needs of the district. Mission 1.5 membership growth targets are focused, as you know already, on new clubs, new members, and net gain. We'll also start talking about how we will take part in achieving our targets. Next slide, please. Mission 1.5 first area focus. Rejuvenate districts with new clubs. Why are new clubs? Why do you think new clubs are valuable for? I will ask District Governor Malgorzata, can you tell us why are the new clubs valuable for?
More new clubs, more new members. You are stronger in certain area because you know there's enough place for more and more clubs in cities, in rural areas as well. And I think it's the main point, more clubs, more ideas, more new members. And I think it's only positive aspect of new clubs.
Thank you. Anyone else can say a word, only one word, why are new clubs valuable for? What?
New ideas, more service.
New ideas, more service. Another one?
Maybe we can be more popular in the different areas of the country, which is very important.
Okay, and if we have more new clubs, we will have more new leaders. We can find more new leaders, which can bring new ideas and to change in 5 years our district. Where we can start new clubs? Vlado?
Well, we have many zones where Lions are not present enough. But also when we are talking special clubs, we are now chartering first a campus club. There are also one big area, one big field of opportunities.
Yes. What specialty clubs would be more successful from your point of view?
Well, actually, I'm not sure that for Slovenia, I believe that specialty clubs regarding like some doctors or some entrepreneurs and so, it's maybe easier to make them in bigger cities. In Slovenia, we don't have bigger cities, but still we have to find some niche areas or niche fields where we can do it. But it's new for us, so we will see after this first campus club. We are also planning for one in May. It will be chatted one half virtual club. So we will get first experiences, and maybe next year we will start with these experiences and work further.
Sandu?
I think that one of the main problem discussed at St. Charles that a successful new club could be in the next few years a specialty club. So we are very close in our district, in our area, in our town, which is Iași, to make maybe in 1-2 months a new specialty club with ophthalmologists, which are one of the main problem of service for Lions vision. Yes, so I think that it's a very good idea to make clubs with doctors, but not all kind of doctors. Ophthalmologists are the best for this kind of theme. Besides that, we can make some clubs, Leo Lions clubs. In our district, it is very powerful, our Leo district, so we can transform our Leo clubs in Leo Lions clubs when they are growing. And this is one of the best routes for developing our district.
Regarding specialty clubs, you should remind that Lions Clubs International has very good connections with Special Olympics. Actually, District 1 to 4 Romania last year chartered such specialty clubs in Republic of Moldova, Chișinău Champions Lions Club. And you can also try to make a specialty club on Lions Quest if you have this program in your countries. So you have a lot of possibilities to make such specialty clubs. But what training or resources are needed? What do you think that you need to have more to be able to charter new clubs?
May I tell you?
Yeah.
I think we have a lot of clubs, specialty clubs in Georgia. It is endocrinology Lions clubs. It is sustainable development club. It is ophthalmologic, young ophthalmologist clubs, and really medical care. And from my side, I think that these specialty clubs is very, very important to make in the country, because if they know what are the main directions of the Lions Internationals and in which field they are working better, they can do this kind of specialty clubs, and then it will be spread among the whole country. And the projects will be done together with whole clubs. And one project will be implemented in many, many regions of our country. And this project will be sustainable, continuous, and it is very, very important to have specialty clubs.
Thank you, Nina.
This is my...
Yes, a very valuable resource for the districts. You can use the membership grant application. This year, I think some of the districts applied for membership grant application. There are not so many funds, but you can use them. I think One-to-One Poland has a membership grant application already approved. Yes, District 1-4 Romania. Good evening, Joseph. Happy to see you that you managed. Next slide, please. A second focus area is to revitalize clubs with new members, to bring new members in existing clubs. So let's start thinking about new members. Why we need to invite people to join our clubs? Short, only one answer. Maya?
We need to keep our clubs alive. New members means prolonged life of our clubs, new energy.
What is the best way for a club to add new members? Vlado?
Well, we have to change this old practice when we are closed in the club and only members in the club are thinking about new users, but we have new members. We have to do we have some new opportunities like making information meetings on different levels, on different places, when we can attract possible candidates and then explain the main idea of Lionism for 20, 30 people at one time. And that is, I think, the next step in our country.
Thank you. Did anyone, hello, Janusz. You can react with the, did
Yeah,
you?
I can. I react very shortly. Yeah. So my answer to this question is to organize events, many events in every club, and to invite possible members to these events. For example, in our district, in the last few months, we choose the peace poster. Peace poster contest as a possibility to organize events, and every club organized its own peace poster event and invited a lot of people there, and we have from these events a lot of possible new members.
Thank you. How many of you in your districts organized new members training?
In the clubs, you mean, or in a district level?
At the district level.
We do it on district level regularly.
We also.
Very good. Very good. Next slide, please. The third area is to remotivate members with fellowship and exciting service. We are talking about retention. So how do you know a lion is engaged? Joseph?
Thank you. Yes, I am in my microphone. I apologize. I'm very sorry, but I have some difficulties without the prevision before. Okay, about the new members or engagement, especially in our district, some groups is not too much, but minimum 3 or 4 on the 36, where the members are how to say conservated as a teens, as a cans. They are satisfied, member 12, 10, 15, but stop in any action concerning the change of the membership and so on and so on. And also the activity in science of the services are very close to zero. What I made as a plan to wake up them to become real member of the Lions movement, concerning the district level of the training of new members, we are practically on the zero. On the other hand, on the level of the clubs, we have the clubs on the very good activities. Last October, we have held charter night on the North Slovakia in Žilina. Some clubs we have with the new 5, 6, 7 members, but another are waiting to be really wake up. And about just it is also in my program. I prepare to be present to all district, how to organize I can say, not only the one person on the level of the club who is responsible for the new membership, but engage minimum 2 person out of the official structure, and plus first vice president, to have in each club minimum 3 person who will be charged by these new activities and obligatories.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Joseph. Actually, you gave answer to the next questions, 2, 3, and 4 with your intervention. New member orientation is very important. Service projects help to retain members. And if you have activities, you re-engage members and you will have the retention in good numbers. Next slide, please. And the last area, focus area, is to support the district and also the club leaders. What programs, seminars, or trainings should be offered to club officers? What do you think?
Well, we have many seminars, and this year they are very well obtained. So a lot of new leaders are coming there, but still I think that some leaders are too long on the same position. They should care about, and they should take care about new possible candidates for their successors.
Yes.
So that is the main problem, and that's I want to change it a little, just a little, a small change if possible.
So we need to have trainings for the secretaries, for the treasurers, for the new members. We can make trainings for the zone chairpersons and for the incoming club presidents. Yes?
We have all of this, and this is okay, but it's not enough.
It's not enough.
And we have to find new leaders, because it's not. This year we made a survey just to ask all the members if they intend to work on some areas, all cabinet areas, and we got about 10 very young and very good potential leaders. And that is new this year. And we will continue with this practice.
Okay, thank you. I saw Joseph first and Sandu second. Joseph, you're right.
Sandu. Thank you very much. My point of view, we hold regularly the training of all positions, but it is absolutely with the efficiency very close to zero, maybe 10, maybe 50%. It's really individual. And where is the problem? When I start to be trained for the position to prepare to take the position of the government, I start by the computer learning. And I do for it some days. I don't calculate the hours, how many days and so on. It was more or less 2 months, regularly, maybe 1 time per week for 1-2 hours, chapter by chapter and so on. I repeat what I learn the precedent and so on and so on. But on the other hand, and when I were in St. Charles, At this moment, it was some question. Our group leader explained us and so on, and more or less, I like be very modest, but I know majority, not all, but majority of correct answers. It means this training in the child, it was repetition for me, more or less. And something as this mode I like to introduce in our training for our functionary. Because we hold, in our district will be holding the next 25 of March, 22, 20, 24. But all what will be for all position, president, vice president of the class, and so on, will be for in the quantity of the hours, 3-4 hours per day, 1 day, maximum 2, by majority for 1 day. And now is the question, how much of the information will be permanently held in the head of this person? There is my skepsa, maybe 15, maybe 20%. I like to change it. Now is the question, if we had the material auto-learning by Central from Oak Brook and connect these new people who are coming functional for all position, here and here is auto-learning by this and this method. And at the end of the process, maybe or February or March, hold as we hold today, but it will be more or less the repetition and training in personnel with all members or majority of the members, of course, from different clubs and so on. So it is my idea. I hope it will be good. Thank you.
Sandu?
The problem is for training for future presidents, we are doing in our district before the national convention, with 2-3 weeks before this. I asked a lot of leaders in St. Charles, and many of them are saying that they usually make this training in the time of convention. I don't know if it's better before or in the time of convention to make this training, because if we are doing before, it's a good training for them come there, but the problem is they are not coming all of them. They are coming only half of them at this moment. So I think that in the moment of the national convention, when the presence is much more larger, it would be better to make this training 1 day, maybe in addition with the training of ELLI before this convention.
To give you an answer, to have a training at the national convention, we cannot make an ELLI during the convention, because an ELLI needs at least 3.5 days with a curriculum, and we cannot stay at the national convention 4 or 5 days actually, because it's too much time and nobody can stay like this. So maybe at a national convention we can do only have 1.5 hours training or 2 hours training. It will be on Friday, a day before the national convention, because otherwise it is not possible from my point of view. I think it will be too much time to spend with this training. And at the national convention there are a lot of things. We need to elect our future district executives and any other activities. Maya?
We have problems. It's not a problem, but same as Slovenia, we are regularly having trainings for club presidents, zone chairperson, region chairpersons, secretaries and treasurers. And in the past couple of years, they are simply not well attended, because especially secretaries and treasurers stays couple of years in the same position. zone chairperson also. We think optimal duration for the zone chairperson is between 1 and 3 years, and they change zones, for example. So they also don't want to go through the same training each year. So this year we will do them anyway. Who wants to attend will be welcome, but the GLT will make a questionnaire which will be submitted through to clubs via zone chairpersons about what their needs are as a club, what kind of training, what kind of interactive training they would like to receive. And based on that information, then we will structure additional trainings. Maybe what we need is not so much training, but motivational events.
Yes. This was my next question. What is the best format of delivered training?
Yeah.
What do you think? Online or both?
It depends on the country. People are generally for let's say I don't know the right word for the common topics, you know, like lectures and everything. People have more patience online and can allocate 1 hour or 1.5 hours of their day. But there are type of training which are better done in situ over the couple of days, where people can bring more fellowship, you know, to develop fellowship, to develop togetherness in the mission. So it depends of the type of training. But I know that nobody wants to listen like in the school. Lions do that. You need to be this to be a good leader because we are all grown-ups. And the style of the trainer is very important. The way he approaches, like Sandu said, that Brian Sheehan was excellent group leader. Also was mine, because they know how to approach people to listen.
Yeah. Thank you. So we will go to the next slide, please. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. So what can we do realistically to bring this change in our district?
Depends on what change do we mean. We depends on the change. What kind of change?
What kind of change and how much? How much?
And how much? Yeah, what kind and how much?
How much?
That is what determines what steps you take, and how fast or slow you can go. And it depends on the people you need, on the circumstances. There is no a universal answer. You need to assess the situation and be as bold as you can, or as little bold as you must.
Yeah. Next slide, please. So the path to district improvement is to leverage our strengths, to manage our weaknesses, to take advantage of our opportunities, and to minimize impact of threats. So we need to make this SWOT analysis, as you already know it. I think you in St. Charles, you talk about it. So it is very important to have this SWOT analysis. So in intern part, you have the strengths and the weaknesses. From the exterior part, you have the opportunities and the threats that you cannot change. So you need to work on every 4 of these to improve your district and to make the changes needed. Next slide, please. What exists or is currently being done well? Only one thing, each of you. Joseph, what is currently being done well?
Leader support.
Thank you. Maya?
Member satisfaction.
Sandu? Unmute yourself. Nikolai?
Member satisfaction too.
Sandu?
So new clubs.
Nino?
Leader support.
Malgorzata? Unmute yourself.
Sorry, new members.
New members. Janos?
All.
All. Very good.
Very well.
Okay. Next slide, please. Weaknesses. Nino too. What weaknesses?
Weaknesses. Leader support. Leader support. It is main thing.
I see.
Sandu?
I think that retention.
Retention. Only one word, because we are in
Okay,
late.
retention.
Retention. Janos?
Okay. It's difficult. Yes. New clubs.
New clubs.
Yeah.
Malgorzata?
Clubs as well.
New clubs as well. New clubs.
If you allow me, Mirela, and
Sure.
all of you, now you are doing this very short, just in one word, but when you sit together with your district teams, try to do this analysis deep, to dig deeply and to think what are your strengths and weaknesses. Those are the things that you can change. Those are the things that depend on you. And for example, you can also say, we know how to start new clubs, or we have good leaders that can conduct great trainings. We have prepared trainers. We know how to do good marketing. You have many examples like this. So when you do this analysis, try to do it in more details than we do it now. It is just an example to show you how to do it. Thank you.
Yes, actually, you will have a lot of time with your GATT team at the GATT Summit to do this SWOT analysis together with your GET in 2 days of the summit. So you will need to prepare it and to have it to the GATT Summit. Next slide, please. Opportunities. Opportunities and threats are a little different because they are a reaction to what's going on outside our clubs and districts, of course. And we need to take in consideration if businesses are starting up or are closing. Are more people retiring? Are there new families moving in, or are people staying single longer? Are there and other charitable organizations nearby? Are people becoming more or less connected with their communities? Who can share an example of external change or opportunity in your area? Maya?
In our area, it's more of a challenge, which it is really a challenge that we have similar type of clubs, which we are after the same age groups, and we compete in in different ways of serving our communities. So opportunities for new members we see mostly through service. Lion Quest, our service, programs like that, widespread programs like Lion's Quest, which will give us access to targeted communities like teachers, like parents of the children. So this is where we can find our opportunities. Otherwise, it's more challenging than anything else.
Thank you. Nikolai, what opportunities you have in Bulgaria?
Maybe we have opportunities to attract new members, and we are working for that. And both, of course, and new clubs.
Okay, thank you. Nino?
Difficult to tell. Difficult to say.
Difficult to say. Okay, thank you. Sandu?
I think that increasing visibility by making good projects with impact in our society will increase everything. Will increase making new clubs, will increase bringing new members, and of course member satisfaction. We in our district, I began a project, but I don't think we have enough time to to present this kind of project, which has a lot of impact in our communities. We are calling it saving a life, which we make some training for cardiopulmonary resuscitation for respiratory staff, and we are bringing a lot of defibrillator, which has a box with our logo on it, which is put on places where a lot of people is passing by, so everybody is seeing what Lions means. For this, I think that will raise a lot our visibility in society.
Thank you. Joseph?
Thank you. In the previous slide, we have seen the weakness. One of the weaknesses in many clubs is member satisfaction. Is coming from the burnout of the old or sometimes being members. And my point of view about the opportunities is that in new club, more or less, practically all will as a new member. And we have the opportunity to inform them, to form, to train them, to avoid some negative satisfaction point. And in some 3 months, 1 year, maybe 2 years, create a new club with new members, with good point of the satisfaction, which became a stone for the another clubs in the district, where this member unsatisfaction is doing no good thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Janos?
Yes, I would like to touch again the young people. So, for example, we send out each year 80 to 100 young people to the youth exchange camps. And I think it's a good opportunity to reach them or their parents or their communities. And we have to explore much more this kind of opportunity. And another kind of opportunity is the universities. So we are on the way to establish some campus clubs in the near future. I hope that on the 3rd of April, when the international president Fabrizio will visit us, we can establish our first, we can launch our first campus club. I hope that. So again, it's a big opportunity to work with the young people, I think. So it's difficult, but it's a very big opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Next slide, please. And we are going to the threats. Now the threats. Not every change is good. We know that. But we want to think of ways to reduce the harm to our clubs and districts. Threats like opportunities can be business changes, demographic shifts, competing organization, cultural changes, as we are seeing political climate that we cannot leverage. Who can share examples of negative things happening in their area? And if you consider that some of them can be converted to opportunities. Some threats can be converted in opportunities. Who wants to answer? Nobody. Sandu?
One of these examples are other organizations which are similar with us, such as Rotary clubs. I think that it's a kind of organization which has, in particular, probably the same targets as we have. In our country, Rotary, it's a little more powerful than we are, but I think this is we can change this in an opportunity, because we can collaborate with them, because we have the same targets as they have. So we can do things in everybody's areas to do better for the society.
Thank you. Maya?
Same as Sandu said, when I refer to competing organization, I mainly meant Rotary clubs, which we have the same mission, only same humanitarian vision, but different styles of getting or doing service. And we've started already from, it's our second year, will be my third year to collaborating with them. We also have members who are both Lions and Rotaries. That has not been received well at the beginning, but we had to explain to some people that it doesn't matter if a person serves in several organizations. What is the difference if I am member of Red Cross, which is worldwide established and part of Alliance? I mean, there is no collusion. We did clubs, especially collaborating on a club level. As a district, we have memorandums of understanding together with Special Olympics also. And what I found out, it works well, because Rotaries, they have more money. They are middle age businessmen age group who doesn't have much time and are not hands-on. They don't do very hands-on daily service, let's say, or weekly service like others. So this is a good combination. We have hands-on service. They are getting bigger projects, but the challenge now is somehow they tend to dominate. So it's up to us, Lions, in my country at least, to find a way to market joint events like equals, not that Rotaries are first and we come second, and we do the hands-on work.
Thank you, Maya. Joseph?
Thank you. I was in the contact. I have many friends in Rotary clubs. In our city, a little 100,000 people, we have one Lions Club and 2 Rotary clubs. All this period, I heard they are better organized, more action, plus, 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 plus. Finally, roughly 6 months ago, we prepare our 3rd anniversary of Charter Night. And between the invited was also representative of Rotary clubs. And on my very good impression for myself, for Lions clubs and Lions movement, I discovered that the real situation is there are not better organized, and so on and so on. In some point of view, they are today worse as we are. My position, don't sorry, it was French, and don't put on down our quality, our action, and so on, so on. Profit what we know well, and create step by step, maybe slower, as they do in the past, but hold our good position, our good qualities, and on the other hand, and it is our internal goal for everybody of us, from time to time, not each day or each month, from time to time, look in our internal position, personal, if the reason why I start with the membership in Lions movement are this valid also today? If yes, all is okay. Maybe our activity are not superb. We are not on the first place in the world, but we continue. We are in the way to be better and better. And that is important for us.
Yes.
It is not question of the competition. It's the question of our intern on the position of the level, member, and club development. Thank you.
Thank you. So I see Rotary is the main threat for Lions. Everybody is talking about Rotary, but everybody has its own space, I can say. So we can do our service activities, everybody, we can collaborate. It is the world is very big for everybody, so it is so much work to be done, so we have everybody its own place. So let's move on. In order to carry a positive action, we must develop here a positive vision. So here's what we have for our SWOT results. We have talked about the SWOT analysis. We can build better on our strengths so our districts can grow stronger. We can work on our weaknesses. We can take advantage of different opportunities. We can reduce the harm of threats by trying to convert them in opportunities or identifying an existing advantage. Next slide, please. So if we want to achieve the Mission 1.5 targets, the collaboration is the key. We must all work together in the same team to influence change at the club level and then to the district level. We need clubs committed to testing new ways of operating and being open to reporting their successes and their challenges so we can learn what opportunities we have to provide support. Tell me how you will contribute to support the global membership approach and our initiative to ensure the success of your district. Sandu?
Of course, we have to collaborate each others. So if we have enough connections between the level of the clubs and then the level of zone chairpersons, which are, I think, our hands in our district. If we have very good zone chairpersons, we can collaborate better in at the level of the clubs. So the second one is our GAT team. For me, for example, I have chosen my GAT team earlier. I don't know if I did it well or not, but I'm convinced if you have a very good GAT team, you'll do better things in your district. That means that if you have a GAT team which combine experience with younger people which have newer ideas, it will be a successful year for each of us.
Thank you. Joseph?
No comment for this moment. Thank you. Sorry.
Maya?
Can you please repeat, because I had to switch the question?
How you will contribute to support the global membership approach. Yes, and
collaboration, like it says, collaboration is the key.
to ensure the success of your district.
Collaboration is key. As it says, it is a teamwork. No one can do anything by himself. Regular progress checkup and getting feedback, reacting to the feedback, changing on the go what doesn't work. That's I love it.
And having trust.
And of course, you cannot be a team member if you don't trust your team.
Yes,
I think that's a given. Don't need to mention it.
Exactly. You see, we have a very, very, very big network from the clubs to the international directors. You see clubs, zones, district and vice district governors. You have the GAT team, the PDGs, the past international directors, the past international presidents, international directors. We have a lot of positions. So the network is very, very big. But we need to, for our district, we need to work in our district. And the main key is to start from the clubs and to put trust in the zone chairperson, to choose very good zone chairperson, the representative ones. I can tell you the best zone chairperson are those persons which are elected by the clubs, not by the district governor. Yes, because they will work directly with the clubs. And for the district governor, the GAT team, the coordinators need to be experienced one. And of course, to combine experienced Lions leaders with younger leaders, because putting them together in connection will make the success in your districts. That's for sure. Next slide, please. So the next step is to communicate your SWOT results to clubs and district cabinet. As Anelia pointed out, it is mandatory to make a very good SWOT analysis together with your GAT team and your district team, and not only to make this SWOT analysis only for yourself, to communicate to clubs and to entire district cabinet which are the results, to review this SWOT analysis with the GAT district coordinators. And that's why I make you a kind reminder to report your GAT coordinators. You can report your GAT coordinators now on Lion portals. You should think about choosing some persons to occupy this position. As Maya told us at the beginning of this session, that you still don't have some people clearly in mind who will be your GAT coordinators.
No. Sorry, you misunderstood. My GAT members have been reported 22nd, 25th of January. I was talking about some of the zone chairpersons.
Of the zone. Sorry, I understood.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Very good, very good. Because if you have this GAT team already, you can start to plan your year term. You can start it, and when you will come in June at the GAT summit, everything, I think your team will know everything what to do, because you know that the mission 1.5 targets have been established.
Yes.
So you need to work on these targets now and to try to make your plan for each. Yes.
Yes.
From the 1st of July, you are starting with the full engines. Yes, your year term. So once you complete the Build a Vision workshop, you will need to complete Build a Vision workshop with your district team. So you can download the original PPTs and materials from the website, and you can make Build a Vision with your GAT team. You can communicate the SWOT analysis to your members, and you can offer the opportunity to provide anonymous feedback to add their opinion. This will provide clubs the chance to become invested in Mission 1.5 and potentially provide insights into other strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that were not thought of. Next, you will present progress to your district cabinet and GAT district coordinators. In preparation of our next meeting, I kindly ask you to review the courses on action planning to achieve district goals and succession planning on Lions Learning Center. Then we will meet again on March 12 to review the Build a Plan workshop, which will be presented by our friend PASDC Governor Anelia Caneva, which leads the working group in the creation of a global membership approach action plan. Finally, you will get your entire district involved to execute our plan and achieve your Mission 1.5 targets 2025 2026. Next slide, please. In the end, team victory is the number one priority for a good leader, above pride, reputation, or personal comfort. Thank you all for participating in this Build a Vision meeting. Thank you for being a leader in our great organization. With leaders like you, the future will be bright for Lions Clubs in the next 5 years, as we talked already. Thank you in the name of area leaders of Group 4E and 4F. I wish you good luck, health, to keep in mind that me and Anelia, we are here. You can call us, we can talk on WhatsApp group. Everything you want to know from us, we are here for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Have a nice
Thank you.
evening and
Bye-bye.
stay healthy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.